With every passing year, humans became less necessary. Quietly, slowly, almost invisibly. First, machines replaced physical labor. Factories changed. Then drivers started disappearing. Cashiers vanished. Entire offices became automated. But people still believed there would always be one thing machines could never replace: human intelligence, human creativity, human emotion. And then, AI arrived. Not as a robot, not as some Hollywood monster, but as lines of code, silently entering every industry on Earth. Writing, designing, programming, creating art, making music, even replacing conversation itself. And for the first time in history, humanity started asking a terrifying question. What happens when humans are no longer useful? For decades, artificial intelligence sounded like science fiction. Something distant. Something futuristic. But nobody noticed the moment it became real. Because it didn't happen all at once. It happened quietly. One update at a time. One algorithm at a time. One company at a time. Until suddenly, the world woke up inside a future it wasn't prepared for. And the scariest part? Most people still have no idea what's coming next. The modern AI race didn't begin with robots. It began with data. Billions of people, feeding machines every single day. Every search. Every click. Every photo. Every conversation. Humanity unknowingly became the training system for its own replacement. Tech companies realized something terrifying. The more data AI consumed, the smarter it became. And unlike humans, AI never sleeps. It never gets tired. It never forgets. Every second, it learns faster. And then came the moment that changed everything. ChatGPT. Suddenly, millions of people saw the future at the exact same time. Students used it to write essays. Programmers used it to generate code. Businesses used it to replace workers. Creators used it to generate ideas. And within months, AI became the fastest growing technology in human history. Not because people feared it, but because people became dependent on it. That's how technological revolutions truly begin. Not with resistance. With convenience. At first, the changes seemed harmless. A few AI tools here. Some automation there. But behind the scenes, entire industries started changing forever. Graphic designers noticed clients disappearing. Writers lost jobs. Editors became replaceable. Customer support teams vanished overnight. Even software engineers, the people building the future, started fearing the very technology they created. Because AI wasn't just replacing repetitive work anymore. It was replacing thinking itself. And that changed everything. For centuries, human intelligence was the most valuable resource on Earth. Now suddenly, machines could imitate it. Faster. Cheaper. Endlessly. And companies loved it. Because unlike humans, AI doesn't need salaries. Or sleep. Or motivation. It simply works. Forever. But this story isn't really about technology. It's about humans. Because every major invention in history changed civilization. But AI is different. The internet changed how humans communicate. Cars changed transportation. Phones changed connection. But AI threatens something deeper. Purpose. For the first time, human beings are confronting a horrifying possibility. What if intelligence is no longer special? For most of human history, people believed their value came from what they could contribute. Their skills. Their labor. Their creativity. But AI is beginning to challenge all of it. And psychologically, humanity isn't prepared. Because people don't just work for money. They work for identity. Meaning. Status. Purpose. Now imagine waking up one day and realizing a machine can do your life's work in seconds. Better. Faster. Cheaper. That fear is already spreading across the world. Quietly. Writers fear replacement. Artists fear irrelevance. Programmers fear automation. Students fear the future. And beneath all of it, lies a deeper fear nobody wants to admit. If machines become better than humans at everything, what happens to humanity itself? But the most terrifying part is that this may only be the beginning. Because while the public argues about AI online, the most powerful companies in the world are racing towards something far bigger, something far more dangerous. And once it arrives, there may be no turning back.